Hey there, how's it going? My name is Jimmy. Thank you so much for joining me today for another fragrance review. Today we're talking about Polo Sport by Ralph Lauren. That's my European pronunciation. Pretty dead on, I think. You're welcome. This is a very nostalgic fragrance for me because I wore it when I was very young in junior high, around the early 90s, I would say, around there, mid 90s. No, early 90s, I would say. And I didn't know any better, as I talked about this in a previous video. I had the aftershave version. So I was using a splash bottle, pouring out aftershave into my hand, sneaking it on my neck before class so that my parents wouldn't smell what I was doing. Just silly things that I did as a kid to try and fit in with everybody else. Maybe one or two other kids is wearing cologne, but you want to fit in with the other kids at school so badly, you go and buy aftershave and you just put it on like that. I didn't even know what I was doing. So the reason why I like this so much was because I think the bottle, I love blue, and it just seemed like a really safe thing to wear. And to this day, I'm right. It is very safe, even to this day. Is this dated at all? I don't think so. It smells blue. It smells fresh. It is sweet. It smells seemingly strong upon first spray, which I did in my hand earlier. And the dry down is, as we call, linear. It doesn't really go anywhere. It just, the alcohol dissipates. It doesn't have that sharpness going on as much. Pretty quickly it dries down to just, I hate to say this because you guys might get the idea, but I want to say eggy. I'm not saying it smells like eggs, okay? But there is like an aquatic type of scent that just smells fresh and real, and that's in here, and that's a good thing. I'm not saying it smells like eggs, but I'm saying there is something in here that reminds me of other fragrances of the same profile with that same type of like natural, they're trying to go for that oceanic aquatic scent. What other fragrances am I talking about? We have Eau Fraiche by Versace. This is pretty similar to Ralph Lauren's Polo Sport in my opinion. This is sportier, this is more sour, this is sweet. Both don't last too long, and both are pretty linear. This is maybe dries out to be a little bit woody, and it's pretty minimal. Okay, so I would say these are pretty close. Many of you probably have this. I think you'd be surprised at how close these seem together, but again, this is sportier and sweeter and just more of a callback, right? But this one is not far off, in my opinion. Again, I'm trying to get you guys to see what I smell here. What else does it smell like? We have Nautical Voyage. Again, this has that aquatic type of scent. It's more apple. It has a sweetness here, but this is more overtly sweet in Polo Sport. This is just sportier as well. It's hard to describe what sportier is. It's more edgy, it's just sweeter, it's just more prominent. And I love Nautical Voyage, I gotta say, guys. And it lasts on me all day. Grassland by Banana Republic. I don't think these smell similar, but there is some quality here. That aquatic type of eggy scent is in here. Again, when I say eggy, I mean it the best way, if that's at all possible. This is way more green, way more shaving cream type of scent, which is nice. Now, here's another fragrance that smells very similar to Polo Sport and Nautical Voyage and Versace Man Eau Fraiche, and that is here, Couture San Lucas. This kind of smells like all of them in their own way. So hopefully this gives you guys, I'll give you guys a better look here. 831 San Lucas by Michael Malul. I would say this is very close to it. This is a niche fragrance and it's way more expensive. And also doesn't last as long. You guys are seeing a pattern here that these citrusy aquatic fragrances, they don't last that long, and that's just how it is, you know. And just keep that in mind. That doesn't mean this is a bad fragrance. Polo Sport is very aldehydic, You might be asking, what is an aldehyde in terms of fragrances? Well, I'm glad you asked. It's an oxygen and hydrogen molecule. It's an organic compound. Just kidding. I don't know what an aldehyde is, okay? I tried looking it up, but I have no idea what it means. But I would say it has a synthetic type of scent. It doesn't smell like grapes and papaya and bergamot. It has synthetic molecules in here that's just a very linear scent. So it has just a very strong, sweet, aquatic, sporty scent on my hand right now. I'm going to show you guys what it sprays like. Watch close. Can you guys see? Oh, not bad for this plastic sprayer. I mean, this presentation has got to be one of the most basic presentations you can get these days, but it's hung around for this long. And it's just a bunch of alcohol at first. Man, it's covered my hand really well, actually. I was kind of set on not keeping this. I got rid of it twice, as I mentioned before. Okay, here comes a sneeze. I'm not sneezing, but when you first spray it, it's very bright and it's blue for sure. Does it smell like Profondo, or it doesn't like what is it called? Giorgio Armani's Profondo. It's not like that. It's not woody and with C notes. It's not like that. This is a very basic synthetic scent that you just spray on before a gym. I like to spray it on before a run when I have sprayed it. When I go for a very long run, I just want something to be with me that's not offensive as I pass by people because I'm so darn fast. But I like to just for myself, and it's a nostalgic thing for me. So yeah, now it's in that phase where it's like a synthetic oceanic vibe. And some people do not like aquatic scents. If you're not into like seaweed and things like that, this might work for you. It's just a blue, sporty scent, and it does not have that kelpy smell, or again, really, it doesn't have that deep ambergris smell either. It's just a bunch of synthetic ingredients that have stood the test of time. And I will say that I do get compliments on this. People do like it. They don't say it's dated. And if you think it's dated, that's on you, because everyone else is probably going to like it because it's fresh and clean and blue. And everyone likes those three things. That's just how it is. Hope you guys enjoyed this type of fragrance review. If you want to try it out, I actually got this at a Marshall's or one of those discounted stores. And I think I paid for this 100 ml, I want to say like 30 bucks, 25 bucks, something like that. And the prices do fluctuate at those stores. And I got a brand new full, and like I said, the box was cheap. It's just a small, thin ply construction box you can crumple up with one hand with barely any printing on it. And this cap is like, will fly away with the wind. It's the thinnest coating of like aluminum foil with a plastic sheet on the inside here. I mean, everything about this is just cheap, right? But oh, hey, I think this is, yeah, Nautical Voyage. This is also super cheap. The cap is like, it couldn't be cheaper. But you know what? They'll make a pretty good presence in your collection if you're into having some cheapies on hand. If you're only into niche, then what are you watching this for? Okay, I'll see you next time. I have a few other fragrances to get to today, so lucky you. All right, bye-bye.